We're live now. Yay! Welcome to our Saturday wine pairing and education training hour. I get so excited about this, you guys. I love wine. My name is Tanya and I love wine. And I think there's never a reason not to drink it, to be honest with you. So that's my opinion. And I'm going to keep that till the day that I die. I think wine helps with everything, but I'm going to introduce the amazing Jackie Belavia. She has been with us for several years now and just grown and grown and grown, and even retired recently to be here full time. And I feel really close with this lady. I love her so much. We have so much of our background is so similar. We have so much in common. And I just really value her as a person and as a leader here. And just with her energy is just always amazing, especially on a Saturday following Rory. I think she's one of the few people that can do it. And she does it well. So anyway, we'll take it away, Miss Jackie.
Well, thank you for your kind words, Tanya. You know, I love Saturday morning wine brunch, and following Rory is no, I cannot follow Rory. I just act silly, that's all. But anyway, welcome everyone. Today is April 15th. It's tax day, and we are going to celebrate tax day with one of our fabulous Pinot Noirs. It's a Discoveries Pinot Noir. And the reason we chose this particular wine today is I'm going to introduce my special guest in a minute, but it's because of the wonderful meal, the brunch that he prepared. He did a couple of things, and with all the different flavors, we really felt that this particular wine, because it being medium bodied and the earthiness of it that it has, really would pair very well with his dishes this morning. He's going to talk about, this wine, it has kind of some plum and some cherry and some tobacco tastings in it, which is a lot. And that's why when this wine is described, it's described as a complexity wine, because it has so many different flavors that tend to explode when you drink it, even more when you pair it with what he's going to pair it with this morning. Another thing about Pinot Noir, if you don't know, is it is considered a very popular, sophisticated wine. And so if you are a fan of Pinot Noir, you can consider yourself very classy, smart, and know your way around wines. And you are you work hard, and you're very respected by your peers. And let me tell you what, that fits Chris Babb to a T. Chris has been around these parts about as long as I have. And Chris was one of these that, and I'm gonna pick on him a little bit, but he was one of these that was getting ready to get ready. Well, let me help you out. About a year ago, his getting ready got ready, and he has done a phenomenal turn point in his business. He is just consistent. He is successful. He gets it. He is Shane Belcito's student. He is a GSI with us. We absolutely love him. I get to travel with him in a couple of weeks to Orlando and can't wait. But without any further ado, I would like to introduce Chris to you. He has a great pairing for you this morning. Chris, take it away, buddy.
Hey, thank you, Jackie, for those kind words. I prepared a overnight egg and cheese strata with variations. And you know us Texans, we got to have our variations. So
I'm interested to know what those variations are. Coming from your parts.
Yep. So you're supposed to layer in a layer of bread, pour over some eggs, milk, salt and pepper. So my variations were I cut the salt and pepper and I put in tahini, which is a Mexican seasoning. And then a tablespoon of Worcestershire, 10 ounces of cheese. It asked for bell pepper. I cut the bell pepper and put in onions. And then you top that with a like a mushroom gravy type sauce. And
wow.
So I threw in my extra variations were I threw in some bacon, I threw in some potatoes, and I threw in some hot sausage. So those are kind of my variations I added to that. And then the other thing that I'm making is called sweet bacon roll-ups. And you take some bacon, and you marinate it in pineapple juice, honey, and soy sauce. And you wrap the bacon around a pitted date, and I stuff the date with a walnut. So, and then you cook those or you broil them in the oven until the bacon's done. So,
and you know what's interesting about that, as I was doing my education for the Discoveries Pinot, mushrooms are very hard to pair, but Pinot is one of the best wines to pair with mushrooms, even though they are so difficult. And then you add in the bacon and the sausage that he has, and the sweet and the spicy that he has. He is going to get a very explosive experience, in my opinion, when he pairs both of those dishes, and he's going to share that with us. So, Chris, I think you also have a bit of education for us in terms of wine kitchen education. Is that correct?
that is correct. So one of the things in a kitchen that people don't realize is it can really be a dangerous place. There are some of us that do realize that firsthand. You can get burned, you can get cut, and even opening a wine bottle could be dangerous. So I'm going to kind of go over how to open a wine bottle properly. So we'll do that as well. Just let me know what order you want me to go.
You go however you want to go. This is your show, sir.
I see Niall there. What you say, Niall?
Are we blowing something up today, Chris?
No, I wish we were, but
Okay.
I would like
we
to.
thought that might be a bit much.
I don't know. That's always a potential on the docket around my house. So
Chris loves to blow stuff up when he's presenting.
Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with that. Do it. If you're going to do it right. Right?
Correct.
So, all right. So again, we are pairing it with our Pinot Noir Discoveries. So I'll go over opening that here in a second. I'm finishing up my sauce that's going on top of the casserole. So it's almost done. Do you want me to do a plating? What do you want me to do?
I want you to do your plating. Go ahead and get your plating ready. And then you can talk a little bit about because I read your page and you did a phenomenal page. He really did. I'm going to post it for you all a little bit later, but he really did a great page, not only about the wonderful wine, but he did do some safety tips. And guys, if you've ever cut yourself on the foil or tried to open a bottle and didn't have that bottle opener, cork opener just right, you can really hurt yourself. And he did a really good job educating about that. And trust me, I still have a scar right here from a not opening properly and going too fast. So he did a really, really fine job with that. But the dish that he chose, he actually chose the wine first, and then he built his dish that he's going to share with us around the wine. So it's going to be very interesting to see what type of flavors that he gets when he does do his pairing. So we have a little bit of a couple of things, Tanya, which is what you want. Obviously the wine is the feature here, but how everything goes around that. And that's what Chris is sharing with us this morning.
I love that. I love it. And yeah, it's a hazard. Cutting any of your fingers or hands, it's a hazard if you're a wine drinker. Y'all know that.
Yes.
I have a couple of scars myself.
Well, it looks like Chris has his plate ready for us. So what is that?
That's the casserole.
Wow.
So it has the bacon, the eggs, the cheese, the potatoes. It's got all that on there. Now add the mushroom sauce on it.
God, that looks like wonderful. But that's going to really pop with that wine you chose. I'm very, very excited to see the flavors you get out of that.
All
Are
right.
you opening your wine now? Oh, okay.
Nope, there it is. Now the wine opening is going to come in a second where I can show you how to do it.
Okay.
So, but I added a little Texas parsley there, some cilantro.
Wow. That
So,
looks phenomenal. Very, very.
It smells really good. I wish I would
I
get
bet.
There's a whole lot of it. It was a 9x13 dish. And then I also have a loaf pan that I was going to show. But I'll get into that in a minute. So let's
I think Rory and I need to visit you again.
let me get set up over here on opening the wine bottle. So
I love your apron.
oh, thank you. So one of the important things about opening a wine bottle safely is you got to choose the right tool, right? So we could use this, but that's probably not very safe. Plus, it'd get a lot of cork in your wine, so that's not a good thing. We could use this. I did all this for Karen because Karen has all these tools. So, you know, I've got tools also. So this one you could, I don't know. That one, I don't know if we could use that one.
That looks really dangerous.
I thought about this one for putting the cork back in. I thought that would be pretty neat. It just won't fit across the lip of the bottle. But if I modified one, I could put the cork back in. So that would be good. And then I thought about maybe this one here.
Oh my!
That one might be just a little bit. It's got the corkscrew part, but it's just a little bit too big. So that one's probably not the right thing. But I do have
Things not to use. That's a page in of itself.
I do have the correct one. So first thing we need to do is we need to prepare the bottle, make sure it's dry, make sure that it's set on a good flat surface. And then we need to remove the full. You could use a knife, but then you have potential to get cut. So I have one of these cool little full cutters that I got at the trip to Napa Valley. So you just put that on there and you squeeze it and then you twist the bottom. And what that does is it cuts the full. So the full will come right off. And then I recommend putting that in something so that it doesn't fall on the floor. And I got my little redneck cork holder. So I throw them in there so that I have them in there. Then you get the proper tool, which is a corkscrew. Make sure you put it on the center of the cork. And then you just screw that in. And then you use your old friend leverage to pry that out. So I'll just push that down.
Go, Chris, go.
Really?
And you pop it open.
I love that sound.
Double
That
check.
sound is happiness, Chris.
Oh, I know. That was awesome.
Let me also
Then
explain to you.
need
Happiness in a bottle is right there, about to be had.
There you go. So then you need to check your cork, make sure that it doesn't have a bunch of mold or anything on it. Make sure that it doesn't leave any residue around your bottle. Then you get your glass. Then you hold the bottle down here at the bottom, get a good grip on it, and pour it right in there.
You pour that magic elixir right into that glass.
Oh, smells so good even from here. And that's kind of how you open a bottle correctly so that you don't get hurt. There are literally thousands of people that go to the ER room every year being hurt by opening a wine bottle. There are millions of people that go to the ER for accidents that happen in the kitchen. So I also wrote another page, or working on another page that's attached at the bottom of that page that you could go look at it as well. So that goes into a little more kitchen safety, total kitchen safety, and not just tied around our wine. So that's kind of that. And let me grab my stuff and I'll do a tasting.
Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Chris, I want you to know, I do approve of that pour. That does look like a proper pour.
Awesome.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Niall, as he was pouring. I said, he gonna give himself a proper pour today.
All right, so I tried to learn a little from Laura last week. She did an awesome job. And y'all made me follow her, which was just cruel. But that's okay. And you do that, what is it, the sniff, swirl, what are they? Somebody will have to help me because I'm not that good at it. But I got the legs going down the bottle or the glass. Good smell. Man, that's good. All right.
It really is, isn't it? You guys, that's an amazing wine. And that's a Grand Cru wine that he's drinking. And there is a difference. So,
yeah.
But anyway, it's delicious. I will drink that all day long and night if I can, which I can because
Tanya, one thing I did want to ask, because we do a little bit of review as we're featuring the wines. Is there something behind the Discovery's name and why that particular name was chosen, or was it just because that we are a educational discoveries club? That's kind of where I went, but I wasn't sure.
Yes. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It was just a way to honor all of the members who are coming in and trying to discover and develop their palates. That was it. So yeah, you were right on, Miss Jackie.
Perfect. Okay, Christopher, what you got for us, buddy?
So this is my casserole. They called it a strata. I have no what the heck that is, so I just called it casserole. Because Texans, that's what we call it. So breakfast casserole. I like my variations I added to it. It's pretty good.
I bet it's wonderful. It sounds delicious.
That definitely made it bring out some of the different flavors there. It definitely tasted different with after I tasted the casserole or strata, whatever you want to call it. So, Wow, that's pretty good. Again, I'm not a connoisseur or a expert, so I don't know all those special terms. But yeah, it brought out some different flavors, made it really good. Now I've got I don't know if I showed one of these or not. That is my bacon wrapped date with a walnut in it that I broiled. So
I've never heard of bacon wrapped dates. I've heard of bacon wrapped a lot, but I bet that is really a unique taste. Yeah, because you got the salt of the bacon and then the sweetness of the date and the walnut crunch.
Yeah, I have the dates with a little bit of jalapeno in the middle, wrap it with bacon. It's very, very good. A little cheese inside the date as well, just a tiny bit. You got everything. Girl, girl loves food and can cook. Just saying.
That's what I'm talking about. I know that. I'm just gonna come by you.
that was number one by itself. That was amazing. That taste was out of the world. I used thick maple cut bacon or thick cut maple bacon, and wow. All right. I'm gonna have to have another one of those. Let me eat one of those, and then I'll try my wine.
I guess Niles will need to come visit you again soon, Chris.
Bring the Florida dates. We'll mix it with your Texas bacon. We could even go blow something up.
And that really drew out the fruity taste in the wine. So completely different from the casserole. So yeah, definitely that was awesome. Highly recommend. So
wow. Well,
That's what I
thank you
got.
so much. You did an awesome job, Chris. We always love to have you on. Thank you. Thank you. And
Well, I love
keep
doing it.
building
It's
as
fun.
you are. We're so proud of you. And I am going to now, guys, I did post his page for your reference. I invite you to really read that. He did a phenomenal job on the page. I read it last night, and it's a very good page. So be sure and check that out for more information. And we'll be back next week, same time, same channel. And I'm going to turn it over to my sweetheart, Miss Tanya Rickard, and she's going to finish us out this morning with some education about DTCA.
Thank you so much, Jackie. Thank you, Chris. I
You're welcome.
get so excited when I get to see the wines, what wine you're sharing, two, what you're pairing it with. Because I really feel it's one of the reasons I love the wine that we have, because we're giving you true legitimate wine and fine wine. And it's not that mass produced stuff, it's real. So, okay, I'm a very huge patriot at heart, you guys. If you've never met me, you don't know, but I'm very much into our country, our history, all that. So I really believe in the real secret and glory of America, truthfully, is that you can be whatever you want to be, right? That's what makes our country so amazing, is that you can work and build everything that you want. So one of the things I love is that we are supporting small farmers, small growers, you guys, small companies, if you will, like their own little thing. And to go out and visit all the different farms and where we get the grapes from, and to talk to them, and they share all their knowledge about how some of them will starve the grapes because they want it to be a little bit different in texture or taste. Some of them will water them more. Some of them will use chickens to eat the bugs. They don't spray the wine, so it's all like organic. Then the different ways that they use, like they have ladybugs there as well to help eat some of the bugs off they keep it all organic. It's just phenomenal. And I just love that we help support these people, these young growers. They're not young, but a lot of them have taken over from their fathers, from their grandfathers, from their uncles. It's a family thing. They have a lot of pride. And you guys have to know that the root of the vine stalks are aged. They have to be matured to a certain age to even get drinkable wine off of the vines. So, it's just one of the things I love about what we're doing is, one, we're helping to share the passion and the love of these family-owned, vineyards. And we're sharing it with all of you guys so that you guys can grow and develop your palates and figure out what pairs with what to do. And, there's no wrong way. There's no wrong way to drink a glass of wine, in my opinion, but it does taste, and your palate is developed, and it does taste better with certain pairings, right? And I don't know if you guys made it onto we're doing one wine and dine show a month. It was the last week, but I mentioned on there, I have issues with my stomach and with food. But when I eat them with wine, when I have a glass of wine with my food, it completely goes away for me. My stomach issues. The wine helps digest your food, and it helps save your stomach, if you will. I don't know. It's just a magical thing. And that's one of the things my doctor suggested. Well, you can take this medication and this one, or you can have a glass of wine with your meal. Done. That's for me. That's what I'm going to do. So it's never even a question for me. I'm like, yep, I'm going to do it. So anyway, I just really, really recommend trying our wines and trying them in different ways, you guys. Different way. That's the whole point of this education. And so that when you guys are tasting the wines, and then also you're wanting to sign up members or customers, that you have a little bit of your own palate, your own experiences, because we lost so much wine education, wine history with Prohibition. Most people, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Prohibition stopped wine. It didn't stop alcohol, friends. It just stopped wine, and it gave way to like moonshine and all the other cocktails. That's where cocktails came from, was from Prohibition. The people were trying to disguise the moonshine, the taste of the hard alcohol. Where to me, this wine is not a hard alcohol. It is meant to be, it's a digestive aid. It's meant to pair with food. It's meant to be chewed. It's meant to be enjoyed. So anyway, with that being said, I get very passionate about wine, you guys, and I can go on, but I will stop. The next family wine and dine is May 11th. And I always get the times confused. Jackie, correct me. When's the time?
It's 7:30 Central. So that'd be 8:30 Eastern. And then from there, because I get confused
Yeah.
that is, but yes.
So it's 7:30 Central, which means it's 6:30 Mountain and 5:30 Pacific. Yeah. I've been in and out of across the country so many times now. It's just like, I'm confused. I'm getting there. I'm on Eastern time now. But yeah, so that's where it is, you guys. And it's going to be a pairing around Mother's Day foods and sharing some of the wines there. So if we want you to bring food and eat with us, guys. Okay. So the wines that we're pairing for that event, it's the Tanya Rosé, the Tanya Pinot Gris. We're honoring mothers, and Rory wanted me to do mine. I'm a mother of 7, in case you guys don't know that. So the Tanya Rosé, the Tanya Pinot Gris, we'll have the Donna Walker Cab, and we'll have the Adele Zen, and then we're also going to be throwing in the Ricard Merlot in there. We are out of the Ricard Merlot if you guys want to order that in your back office, but the new stuff wasn't quite ready, and we won't sacrifice taste, guys. We listen to our award-winning winemakers, and if they say it's not ready and we don't feel like it's ready, we're not going to push it. So we're thinking it'll be available in July, but we will know more after we go and taste it in July, and I'll let you know if it's ready to be bottled. So, but anyway, we drank through that like we were thirsty. So I guess next time we need to try to get them a little bit more. I don't know, but anyway, so that's what we'll be pairing. So please bring your friends, family, bring everybody on, eat with us, enjoy foods that you would want with some of the 1 or 2 of the wines, but we'll do a tasting. So we'll start with the Pinot Grigio and the Rosé, and we'll move on in. If you guys don't know wine, the Red Zin is kind of a hard pairing with the other wines. So that might have to be a standalone by itself, but the other ones will pair and transition well between the other wines. So we'll be doing that. But yeah, just be there and have fun. And we'll do, like I said, once a month only right now, because we want to have focus on our education here. This is where we want to share it. So that being said, just a little bit of information about the back office of Wine Ambassador. So ready? Here we go. Ticketing system is working well. We're getting through tickets. You guys, please understand though that please submit only 1 ticket per issue and wait for a response. Sometimes it does take a few, we try to do it every week, but sometimes it takes longer depending on your issue, because sometimes we have to research it, right? So please just I just was in there answering tickets and I had 5 for 1 issue. So it's just, I want to make sure that I don't miss something. So I'm going to go and research everything. And it takes my time, as a lot of my time. So I also do have an assistant who is answering them, so that's not just me now. So just wanted to make sure you guys are aware of that. We are getting starting to get busier again, which means we can have more help there in that area. We just didn't, Rory, this is a passion project for Rory and I, guys. Let me say that very clearly. We have this because we love it, and it was a goal of Rory's to have a wine label. But it's a seat at the table, and it's a money maker for you guys. It's one of the reasons, that's the main reasons why we keep it. It is a good money maker for you.
Tanya, not
Yes.
to interrupt you, but maybe is it good to put out there that once they put in a ticket, maybe wait X amount of days, a time, because
Yeah.
a lot of it is research, especially if it's with billing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Guys, maybe wait 4 or 5 days to give them time to figure out what the issue is and how it can be handled. There's not one time that I have submitted a ticket in there that I have not gotten a response. So, Roy talks a lot about patience, and there is a lot of people in in DTCA. So it is a lot of things going on. So just be mindful of that. And that way no one is missed and everyone does get their questions answered. Is that fair?
That's fair. Yeah. You guys, we want to get you your wine. Trust me on that. We do. Everybody is happy when we have wine going, because when it ships, then your enroller gets a commission. You're getting your wine to drink. I like it because y'all are going to be happy because you're having wine. So like it's a win-win-win. But so we do like that. We're just working as fast as we can, especially as I've been traveling a lot. So it's taken me a little bit longer, but I'm only a few days out now, so I'm working through them. But please just do 1 ticket per issue. And I am researching it. There's some of them that just take me time. Also, you guys, on shipping. Once it leaves our warehouse, I have no clue how long it's going to take to get there, right? We're at the mercy of UPS. So whatever it takes. And I just want to educate people because I have a lot of people now requesting tickets to me because it's the summer we're going into the summer season, the travel season, that they're going to be out of their house for delivery. So please, please, please mind your own business and go in there and place your wine on hold. Okay. Now, two things with this. For some reason, it doesn't automatically tell us once you take it off, check it off hold, it will ship your next month auto ship. But you need to submit a ticket to let me know it's off hold so that we can reship all your back orders, right? That's manually done right now at this point. It's low on the totem pole for the back office to be fixed. So once you just submit a ticket, I just had one today from Nicole. I'm going to go through and just give her all her wine. So that's what's there, you guys. So just make sure it's on hold, and it'll still bill you, but it won't ship. Okay. So you'll still be billed. So you're still not going to lose any of your volume. You're not going to lose any of your commissions. It's all there. It's all going to go through. So that is that. Also, you guys, if you do submit a ticket, please give me all the information. Like for instance, I had a ticket that said they didn't get paid commissions on a customer. I don't know the name. I need to know the name of the customer for one, so I can research that. But also, if you have customers, which we love, please make sure that you're checking in with them monthly, guys. They might want to upgrade to a member, and also make sure that their billing's set. Have you logged into your back office? Everything looking good? Is there anything I can help you with? Maybe ask them if they want to order a custom case, just checking in to make sure everything's going well, that you got your wine, everything's going great. That's all. That's just part of being, in customer service. If you've never sold that way, like we don't do that a lot here. We do a lot of cold, not the warm market. But if you have customers, then you have to treat them as such. You are now that in between, right? You're getting paid on that. So you're the in-between person. So you need to reach out on them. I had a couple of businesses before this. It was a customer-based business that I was running. And I reached out every month to make sure that they had got their product, how everything was going. Did they have any questions? That touch and feel, because people buy from you because of you. We're in a people business. I know you guys have heard Rory say this before, but we are in a people business. And I recommend everyone. I know that everybody has 3 people they can sign up in wine. Everyone has family and friends they can sign up and get the wine that they want. And especially if they're family and friends, then you ought to be checking with them. How was the wine? Did you try that Adele Zinfandel with pizza, hearty pizza? Because that would go pair really well. Or give them an idea. How about the Nile Eddy Pinot Noir? Did you try that with a barbecue? That went really well with my burger I had the other night. Just giving them ideas and moving forward. That also helps. It's all part of that customer service process that you have to be a part of when you have customers, right? So, and it's the same thing with our other, with our other companies. If you're having any kind of customers or you're sampling any kind of product, you need to touch base with them, make sure that they got it, how they liked it. Because even though we don't promote that here, because we offer an easy solution with marketing, while we provide your marketing for you, we do still encourage that. I do, especially with wine, because it's so social. It's meant to be shared. It's meant to be had with a friend. There's nothing better than a glass of wine over a great conversation. That's just truth. And also, I have to say, some of the best conversations I've ever had and the most heartfelt moments have been with wine, right? Just a glass of wine and sharing an experience. Or that's how I've gotten to know and gotten really close with Dina. If you guys don't know Dina, she's one of our amazing GSIs, soon to be a PSI coming up here. And that's how I've gotten to know her and really spent some time with her, is because we've had it over glasses of wine, and build a relationship and a rapport. And I feel that way with a lot of you. When you guys get invited to dinners with Rory and I, that's what we're doing. We're trying to have that glass of wine and that conversation to get to know you and to be close to you guys, because we love you. We care about you. We want your success. It's just what it is. You guys, I don't know, I'm going to go on a tangent here, but we pray for you guys every night. every night. You're in my prayers, especially that you guys will be watched over, be protected. They'll be led with your business will grow so to alleviate that concern so that you can work on more joy, more fulfillment of your life in other areas. So it's truthfully what we want. So anyway, back to some back office stuff there. I think that was the only thing I've had. Like, I just want to make sure you guys are aware as you're traveling, just put it on hold and then submit a ticket to me that you're back. You've taken it off hold, and then I'll go and make sure you get all your wine. Also, we have the wine we have. I've had a couple of tickets where people want different wine. You guys, we're always going to be true to our labels, right? So we're always going to be true to our label winners. Just in case you don't know, is Donna Walker, Niall Eddy, and Deanna Young. Those are label winners. We're always going to be true to those. We're going to renew them every time. It's same with our owner labels, which are the Rickard Merlot, the Antonio Cab. We have the Adele Zen, and then you have mine. I have two different rosés, and I have the Pinot Grigio. So those are always going to be renewed as they're ready. And then we have the beautiful More Than Muse label and the Discoveries label, and those labels will be renewed as well. But the only new wine we're going to add are going to be new label winners. That's it right now, unless something rare comes into our experience, but because we're sticking strictly with Napa and Sonoma grapes, we have to stick with whatever they're growing, right? Because that's the story of our wine company is it's, Napa and Sonoma to your door, right? So because of that, we have to make sure that we're sticking in that region. Those are the wines that we are sharing. That's what you're going to get. So right now our wine is getting a little bit lower because y'all are thirsty, and I appreciate that. Drink up. But so yeah, new wines will be coming in about, I think July is what we are planning. We're trying to get them sooner, but I'm not, like I said, we're never going to rush the grape, right? It's going to be ready when it's ready. So we appreciate the art that's in the glass too much to offend anyone. So I think that's all that I have. Jackie, is there anything you want to add? Anything I missed?
No, I think you covered everything. I really love doing these with you on Saturday mornings, Tanya. And guys, that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to kind of make a shift and really give you some good, solid education about each wine that we feature, because we are very proud of them. And to Tanya's point, we never ever bottle wine until it's ready. So yeah, sometimes we may have to wait until that wine is ready before it will be bottled, but I can't imagine anybody not wanting the wine that we have available, because it is phenomenal. I mean, every time it's like Christmas. Every time I open a box and it has, maybe I've had it in the recent months, I want more of that wine because I enjoyed it. And so, no, I just absolutely love it. And we'll be here next week. And I think we are going to stop this live and go to our next hour.